Hey, what's up? This is Russ, also known as RKSlade, and I am going to be away from my PS4 for a few days, so I'm not going to be doing any streams, but I did want to upload a couple of videos, and so I'm recording this little intro to put on the beginning of each video that I share in the next couple of days, just so you know that I appreciate all your likes, your subs, your comments, and of course your views. I'm going to be back streaming probably Wednesday for sure, so until then, I will see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. So as you can see, we're getting set up right above Dusty Depot, up on the tall mountain, kind of out in the open here, and I'll go back and forth between the two bushes on the top of this mountain. You can see I'm just kind of looking at the circle to see, where it might possibly go. At this point, I don't know where it is, but we're just waiting at the top of Dusty Mountain to clear the top 50. Now, we just did that, and so that's fine. So we're just really waiting on the circle to see where it lands so that we can see if we can stay up here for a little while or if we need to start moving. This part of the game is actually pretty boring when I do these challenges. When I do a pickaxe challenge, I'm not really trying to run around and kill people with a pickaxe. What I'm trying to do is be sneaky and stealthy and try to get as far as I can into the end game. Now, I am in squads, so I'm a solo squad. And so that makes it even more difficult because you have teams of 2 to 4 people out there trying to make it to the end game. But what that means is that I'm not going to be looting any houses, any buildings. I'm not going to pick up any weapons. I'm not going to get any resources. I'm just going to use my pickaxe and my wits. So if I happen to run over something that, is a piece of wood or something like that, that's going to be okay. The circle is closing in on this first circle here, and so we still got a little bit of time. Let me know if you've ever tried to make it into endgame with a pickaxe. It definitely is a challenge. I like to start right in the middle of the map because all the action happens around me, and then usually I have to move somewhere. So here's our new circle right here. It does mean that we're going to eventually have to move, and we actually have to go a pretty far distance. The problem right now is that there's still folks all around that are going to be coming from the east side of the map, and I have to be careful not to move too soon because I'll be out in front of them. So usually when I do this challenge, if the circle is a long way off, I will actually anticipate taking storm damage. And at this point, again, there's folks building right out in front of me. There's action happening all around. We are almost to the top 30. Now for this particular challenge, I probably had to make it into the top 12 or the top 6 or something like that. And so to do that in squads is okay. It's fairly easy if you have a big squad. It's a little bit more challenging solo. Got about 35 seconds before that circle starts to move. So we're still just kind of looking around, making sure nobody's going to be out behind us. Out there to the east. Mathematically speaking, it's kind of hard to determine exactly, here we go on the move, but it's hard to determine exactly where I need to be as far as the amount of people left to be in the top 12 or the top 6. So what I always do is I just try to make it to that number. So if I'm trying to make the top 12 in solo squads, then I will try to make it to be the 12th person left. If I'm trying to be in the top 6, then I shoot for the 6th person, and that usually will guarantee. Now there is the small chance, very unlikely chance, that only solos have made it to the end game. But even so, even if that's the case, then I'm still within the challenge. So you can't tell if the squads are 1, 2, 3, or 4 member squads. In my case, I'm a 1-man squad, or 1-woman squad with the Shadow Op skin. Now we're getting some serious storm damage here, so I am just about to make it. And I do make it with 6 hit points left. Cut it close there. Just got in by the skin of our nose, as they say. We're at the top 16 now, closing in on top 15 there. You hear all the action happening all around us. Somebody just got wrecked. You probably noticed that I am running this at high speed. This would be a pretty boring game if you just watched it at game speed. It would be close to 30 minutes long. We've got it down to about 10 minutes. So at this point, I'm living in a bush down by the river, working our way towards the top 10. And again, at this point, we're probably already in the top 12 of squads, already very close to top 6 as well. And you'll see what I mean in just a second. 10 folks left, and we have done absolutely no fighting, no looting, nothing. Just running, taking some damage, and hiding in a bush. Now, this does not guarantee a win, but it does guarantee that you can get close to the end game, whether it's in solos, duos, or squads. You just got to be stealthy, and you just got to stay away from people. Now, how that translates into actually going for a win, you can hope for the miracle of somebody getting lost in the storm or falling from a high place or whatever. But that's not going to happen, most likely. So if you really want to be stealthy and run around and hide and combine that with getting good loot early, you've got to stay on the fringes of the map, loot up as much as you can, win those early battles if you do happen to run into somebody, and then you can make it all the way to end game and have a good chance of winning, especially if you get a mid-game kill or two, pick up some good loot, then you're all set. There's lots of different strategies. There was not really a bush anywhere that I could see that I wanted to try and get to. Feels like the circle's going to start closing in on the mountain above me to the south. Sometimes you just know that you don't really have a chance. This is one of those times. I've got 6 health points. Nowhere really to hide. There's not a lot of cover. So I'm just hiding in the shade of a tree. You'd be surprised at how good cover that is. People can't really see you because of the shadows and the branches of the tree. Only 5 left, which means there could be 1 other squad left. It could be 2 other squads left in me. It could be 3. Most likely it's probably 1 or 2 other squads left. 1 squad of 4, or a couple of squads of 2. Could even be a squad of 1, 1, and 2. But either way, I know that I am in the top 12. I am in the top 6. I can't remember specifically what challenge I was going for. I definitely wanted to wait out the top 50 for sure before I really started moving, and so that was easy to do. And sometimes I'll do those top 50 challenges and I'll just bug out of the game by falling off the top of a mountain, or running up to somebody and slapping them with my pickaxe until they kill me. But yeah, just a reminder, this is squads. This is not a solo match, so that means that there are probably 2 other squads alive right now. Now, right over the ridge there by the second tree, past this tree, which would actually be the 3rd tree out there, there are some bad guys, so I'm just kind of hoping they did not see me. That's wishful thinking. You can see that they are flanking out there to my right, to their left, trying to get eyes on where I am. So they're being cautious. This is the way I like to end my games when I'm pickaxing. There you have it. I placed number 3. That means there was 2 other squads like I felt. Not too shabby, not too bad for a pickaxe only in squads, mind you. So that calls for a little bit of riding the pony up on the water tower in Retail Row. Just to say thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button if you like this comment. My name is Russ, also known as RKSlade. I appreciate all the time that you guys spend hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next video.